So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can sign 11 high ticket clients in the next 90 days. This will work for any agency, coaching, business, whatever it is. If you're trying to sign high ticket clients, this is the way to do it. So my name's Harry. I'm the CEO and founder of a company called Acquired. Over the last 90 days, my businesses have collected $196,000 worth of cash, right? So this is all through high ticket client acquisition. I'm going to show you exactly the system that I use so you can replicate it and make this sort of money as well. So here's the problem. Everyone wants to sign clients and wants to ultimately make money, but there's two big hurdles that are stopping you. And if you don't understand and know these two hurdles and understand the solutions to them, you're never going to make money. These two are the fundamentals if you want to make money online. And I'm going to break down both of them for you and how you can master them, right? So the first one is traffic. You need traffic with any offer that you run to actually make sales. It's exactly like, say, for example, opening up a cafe. Right? Depending where you open it up is depending on how many sales you would make. Okay? So say for example, you open up a cafe in the middle of London, next to a busy train station, right? You're going to get loads of people walking past, and a lot of those people are going to be thirsty and going to want some coffee, especially in the morning, right? You don't have to have the best coffee in the world to get tons of sales. And that's exactly the same as traffic, right? So if you have a ton of traffic and you understand how to acquire traffic, which I'm going to show you in this video, then you will make sales. The opposite of that is, say, a local cafe in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the countryside, right? You can have the best coffee in the world, aka the best product, but no one's going to be buying it because no one knows you exist. This is the problem with most businesses these days, especially online ones. No one knows you exist. You just set up a business, you set up a website, you set up all of this, and you're hoping that people will magically find you and come across you. Shock horror, it doesn't work like that. What you need to do is get in front of people consistently, repeatably, and that's what we're going to go over, right? The second thing is copywriting, which is extremely important. I'm actually going to give you some scripts that you can use literally from today to start booking more sales calls and signing those clients, okay? If we dive into traffic, what is the best way to acquire traffic? In reality, for an agency, if you're just starting out, the best way is actually to do cold outbound. I still primarily rely on cold outbound. I'm selling over almost $100,000 a month. I'm just doing cold outbound. So you don't need to do ads and you don't need to do content, especially when you're starting out. Cold outbound is the most cost effective. Obviously, it's not going to be cheaper than posting free content, but the opportunity cost to posting free content is a lot because you're going to have to go a very long time without getting any results. Honestly, I recommend avoiding ads and content at the start until you're turning over at least $25,000 a month. Because first of all, you won't have enough money to experiment with ads. You're never going to get a winning ad straight away. You're going to have to spend thousands of dollars on ads to at least get something that's half decent. So it's not worth it. And then content, unless you're an absolute content wizard already, it's probably going to be a long game, right? It's going to take a while for you to get comfortable on camera. It's going to take a while for you to build your audience. I've been doing this a long time and my audience is still small. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching along, but it takes a long time, right? So cold outbound is still the thing that's most effective for me. And I'm going to show you the cold outbound systems that we use so you can replicate them and start making some cash. So cold outbound, the two channels we use for cold outbound are LinkedIn and cold email. Right? And I'm going to give you the softwares that we use and the systems to do this. The reason why these are so effective is cold email, honestly, it still works really well. Everyone's saying it's more difficult. Yes, that's true. Everyone's saying it doesn't work. That's not quite true. But the reason they're saying that is because you have to do even more. But if you do what I show you in this video and you use the scripts I give you, it will work 100% because it's literally what I'm doing and it's working for me. So there's no reason it wouldn't work for you, okay? And then for LinkedIn, I think LinkedIn is a great, really good tool because it stands out so much more. Everyone's getting cold emails. Your inbox is probably flooded. I know mine is, but LinkedIn is quite the opposite because it's harder to send a higher volume. We've got some ways to get around that and I'll show you that in this video, but those are the two channels that I recommend, okay? So let's start with cold email. Let's show you actually how to set up a cold email system. What I would always start with is buying those domains. So first thing, to get cold email set up, you need to obviously set up email accounts. How do we do that? We need to buy domains. So I start by buying 10 domains from GoDaddy. This can just be basically similar to your main domain, but a few words changed. So say my main domain is acquired.com, then I'd create 10 ones that are like goacquired.com, helloacquired.com, tryacquired.com, mailacquired.com, right? So it's not a subdomain, but it's actual domain that sounds kind of different. The reason we wouldn't do that is because we don't want to send from my main email account because I'll get it banned, I'll get it blacklisted, and none of my emails will actually send. So Get those domains from GoDaddy. Then what you need to do is create 20 email accounts under Outlook. So create an Outlook admin panel and then create 20 email accounts. For the exact step-by-steps of how to do this, there's other videos online. I've created other videos as well, or you can watch someone else's. I'm not going to go through it step-by-step now in the tutorial because it will just bore you to death, but I'm going to give you the theory of how this works, right? So having 20 email accounts is great because from there, we can send 20 emails a day per account, which is around 400 every single day. 400 emails going out from those domains every single day, right, to your audience. That's going to work, believe me. So the way we would do that is I would send these from a platform called Smartlead, smartlead.ai, and this is sort of the best one that you can use on the market. So I highly recommend using Smartlead. Hook all of those email accounts in. It's really easy. Just create a free trial account on Smartlead. I've got links in the description for you to do that. And then what you need to do is basically hook up those email accounts you've created into Smartlead. And then I'll show you the scripts you can actually write and how to build those lists so we can start firing those emails. That's how to basically set up your email accounts and your email system. So you can do that. Then what I'd do is also create LinkedIn. So you need a LinkedIn account for this, of course. Create your own one, ID verify it, that keeps it safer. If you can't use yours for whatever reason, there's options to rent ones out there, or you can use a virtual assistant. But you're going to by far get the best results by a mile by using your own LinkedIn account. So set up your own LinkedIn account, optimize it, which I've got another video on my YouTube on how you can do that. Just basically add stuff to the features section, add some case studies, add some content. And then what you want to do is hook that up to a tool called Dripify.io. Once again, you can get a free trial for that, I think for 14 days. Got a link below where you can sign up. And the reason why you want to do that is because we want to automate sending connections out and sending emails out. So with emails, it's just straight up just sending emails. With LinkedIn, it's kind of different. Sometimes you need to be connected with people to send them a message. So you need to send connection requests, and then of course we need to send emails as well, which means we can message people without sending them a connection request, which is a bit of a cheat code, right? So what we want to do here is send around 30 connections a day plus 25 emails a day, which we can do on Dripify. Okay, so that's basically how to set up the outreach system using both those tools. Now, let me explain to you why we want to do those numbers and how that's actually going to turn into clients. So let me break it down for you. So if I just go to the left here, I've got the monthly data KPIs that you should be aiming for. Now, if you follow the script that I'm going to give you, you should be hitting these KPIs, no problem, and you'll genuinely be able to sign at least 11 clients over the next 90 days. This data here is how to sign 4 clients every 30 days. Nice and simple, right? So effectively, we've got both the funnels. We'll go over LinkedIn first and then email. So what you want to be doing in Dripify is sending 800 connections every single month, which you can do nice and easily by sending around, say, 30 a day, and then you're going to hit a limit near the end. It's not going to be the end of the world. You just won't be able to send more connections. And then 800 in-mails as well. So you can send in-mails by actually getting a LinkedIn Sales Navigator subscription. You'll need to do that. And you can do all of this within Dripify. You can create like a workflow where you can send connections, you can also send emails, and that's going to get you in front of the right people. So with 800 emails and 800 connections sent, you'll probably have about 20% of these connections accepted. If your profile is super optimized, this could be as high as 50%, but let's assume worst case scenario, 20%. That means 800 emails, which go directly to someone's inbox, plus 20% of 800 is 960 messages actually sent a month from your LinkedIn account, which is pretty good. So let's assume that 3% of those people are actually interested. Once again, with these scripts, the numbers should be a little higher than that, but you'll be able to hit 3%, most definitely, of people that are interested in your offer. Okay, so that's 29 interested leads every single month for this system. Okay, once you have that, then let's assume you have a 35% booking rate. So out of 29 people that say, yeah, I'm interested, we'll probably be able to get about 10 of those to book on a call with us. People are flaky, people won't really commit to booking a call. We'll have to follow up, of course, as well. But let's assume we have about 35% booking rate. In reality, ours is about 50%, but let's say you have 35%. That means we'll have 10 calls booked. With 10 calls booked, we can probably close around 20% of them, which is 2 new clients. So that's how the LinkedIn system would work per one account. Of course, if you want more than 2 clients from LinkedIn every single month, then just use another LinkedIn account. Get someone in your family to create one and then use that as well. Get a friend to create one, use that as well. Rent one online on Upwork. Okay, so that's how you would do the system on LinkedIn. Now let's go on to email. Very similar. With those 20 email accounts, we can send around 5,000 emails per month. I know I said 400 a day, which is going to be a bit more than 5,000 a month, but you've got to remember you're doing some follow-ups in there as well. So let's assume there's 5,000 new prospects that we're reaching out to every single month. And a typical reply rate for this and the message that I'm going to give you is around 3%. So around 150 replies, around 20% of these will probably be interested. That's once again around 30 interested leads every single month. And then their numbers become very similar to the LinkedIn funnel. Around 35% of these will book, 20% will close, and then 2 new clients. So you have 2 new clients from LinkedIn and 2 new clients from email every single month just using this system, right? Which won't cost you more than a few $100s to set up. However, none of this will work unless you have that copywriting piece mastered. If you're sending out a shitty message, it's not going to get people to respond. I'm sorry, okay? Even if you follow this exact system, you set everything up as I've told you to, if you don't use good copy, it's not going to work. So let's cover that as well, because this is where most agencies go wrong. Good copy will literally make or break your agency. I started scaling quickly after I learned how to write good copy and actually get people to convert and book into a call and basically get them across the line. So most agencies fail because they never crack this. They never actually understand how to really write good copy. You can watch all copywriting videos, you can read copywriting books, but doing it from cold outbound is a different ballgame. You need to understand what people really want. Now, I'm going to give you this framework so you can actually just use it, and it's going to save you tons of time. But you need to understand the fundamentals as well. Now, this is the effect that copy will have on your business, right? Look at it like a funnel, okay? With bad copy, you're going to squeeze all the good people out of the funnel. They're just going to be not interested anymore. You can have the same like big wide open funnel at the top, but nothing is going to come out the bottom of it. You're not going to get any cash because your copy is bad. No one's actually converting. They haven't got the desire to do it. As soon as you create good copy, you start to open it up and more cash starts flowing through. That is 100% what happens. Okay, so that's the importance of having good copy. You can literally use the same amount of outbound messages just with better copy and close literally orders of magnitude more clients, because that's how important copy is. It's a huge lever to pull in your business, especially if you're running an agency. Learning copywriting is one of the key skills and it will make you significantly more money. So that's the importance of it. Now, obviously, instead of trying to learn it all yourselves, I'm going to save you hours and literally give you a script that you can use from today to start making more money. So this is it. This is the framework, okay? I've seen a guy called Nick Abraham talk about this quite a lot as well. So I've got partly some of the framework from him as well. So shout out him. He's on LinkedIn and YouTube as well. Really good guy when it comes to cold email. But this is the framework, okay? So it's, hey, name, if we could help you with outcome within specific time frame, without fear, would that be of interest? And then PS, social proof, okay? So you want to be talking about their dream outcome. This, for most businesses, is more leads, more revenue, saving cost. It's like the actual end result of your product or service. Then, of course, within time frame, we need to be specific about this. So how quickly can we help them achieve the result? This is really important, because if it takes 3 years for them to see any benefit, they're not going to be interested in working with us, okay? And then obviously we want them to not be, and then obviously we need to make it sound more attractive as well by adding without all the stuff that they don't want to do. So most business owners probably don't want to spend 10 hours a day writing all their own copy, writing all their own ads, writing all their own email sequences. So we need to make it short. So we need to make sure if we're doing something for a client that they understand they don't have to do all of this stuff. Okay, so that's where the fear comes in. Stuff they don't want to do, we need to make it explicitly clear they don't have to do that. And then just simply asking, would that be of interest? Nice soft CTA, call to action. We don't need to be doing anything super aggressive like when are you free to jump on a call, because that doesn't work. That maybe worked like 5 years ago, but not today. And then obviously add some social proof. If you don't have any social proof, you've never worked with a client before, then of course you can't put this in. Just put this one liner. But if you do, put in that social proof. So here's an example of what it would look like. So it would be like, hey Harry, if we could generate you 10 to 15 inbound leads every month within 45 days without having to post your face all over social media, would that be of interest? PS, we recently helped another founder collect $564,000 in just 9 months with this exact system. Nice, short, sweet, goes to the point, explains exactly what you do and how you can help them. And there's no fluff in there. It's not, oh, this is us, this is what we do. My name's Harry, I run this company, blah, 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 which is what most businesses that I see do. It's purely talking about them, their pain, which is the social media stuff, their desire, which is the 10 to 15 inbound leads, their time frame, 45 days, with social proof, aka why they should trust you. So this ticks all the boxes of good offer. This is good copy. If you do this message, obviously not this exact one, but you create it for yourself and you put this in the LinkedIn and email system I've shown you how to set up today, there's no reason you can't be signing these high ticket clients. There's no reason not to. Okay, it's working for so many people. It's working for me. It's working for countless others. And if you do want one-to-one help with this, where I can actually write more advanced copy for you, set up these systems with you, and walk you through the whole process, then I'll have a link in the description where you can book a call with myself. We can talk about your business, whether you've started it, whether you haven't, whether you're advanced, whether you're not. I'm sure I can add some value and we can help. So book a call if that's of interest to you and you'll be speaking with me. If not, thank you for your time on this video and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.